Mary Nicholson, a longtime veteran of radio and TV broadcasting, is the founder of Healings in Motion. Her story begins in 2003. She had recently lost her newly wedded husband to pancreatic cancer. While she was still mourning, Mary suffered a brain aneurysm, including a subarachnoid bleed and a stroke.
When I first saw Mary when she came home from the hospital, she was barely able to speak. She was barely able to move.
She had deficiencies in memory. She fatigued very easily. She had problems with balance. Her gait was unsteady and uneven. She had to use a walker.
Her attitude, through rehabilitation through the years was the fact that, wow, I really see all the people that are helping me. And I want to create some sort of entity to really show the appreciation.
As Mary's recovery progressed, she began thinking of how she could reach out to others in the community who had suffered strokes or brain injuries. She established 2 organizations to facilitate stroke awareness in the community. The first was Healings in Motion, through which her mission was to help others with disabilities.
What has happened for me with Healings in Motion is that I've discovered a new purpose for me. Now I've found that really helping people to live beyond the obstacles has certainly become a new thing for me.
The second organization she established is called CV RAPS, which stands for Central Valley Recovery Awareness and Prevention of Strokes.
The CV RAPS programs that Mary puts on monthly try to do a variety of topics that are related to stroke and stroke recovery. She really provides a service to a lot of people, not just stroke survivors, that really are very helpful. And we need that in this area. There aren't enough programs for people recovering from either head injury or stroke.
The other area that Mary really has benefited our community is in education of caregivers. She holds a caregivers annual symposium every year that includes seminars and support groups.
And then we do something called the Coach for Life's Champions Awards Dinner. It's an evening of dignity and respect for people who have had a change like a stroke or a traumatic brain injury.
In the years since her recovery, Mary has also been advocating for the establishment of a stroke center in Stockton.
She has gone to the Board of Supervisors numerous times. She has gone to hospital administrators, to other political figures, such as members of Congress and state legislature.
You mention Mary's name to anyone who's in hospital administration, they know who Mary is. They know she's a force to be reckoned with.
She has a sense of mission, and that makes a difference because she believes that God put her here on this earth to accomplish certain things, and so she doesn't give up easily.
A certified stroke center has trained personnel who are ready with a protocol to be able to respond as soon as somebody has a stroke and paramedics acknowledges that they have stroke symptoms. They call the hospital, the team goes into action. They're ready then to respond immediately.
She told me once there's a stroke catastrophe every week in this county where someone dies who didn't get the proper care they needed. And that could have been avoided.
In addition to Healings in Motion, CV RAPS, the Caregiver Symposium, the Coach for Life's Champions, and advocating for a stroke center, she still finds time for a few other activities.
Right now, she tells me she's working on becoming a health coach to advise other people that have health challenges. I said, Mary, where are you going to find the time? She says, I don't know.
At one time, one of our meetings, she said that, I've been through a lot. I used to be in broadcasting, and I was always wanting to be an editor, for publishing, and I remembered that. So I got her to volunteer to be an editor for my publication.
Mary actually did the first Disability Awareness Fair, and she took the ball and she went with it.
She's very intelligent. For her to have the kind of stroke she has had. She does so well. It's just unbelievable where she's came. When she couldn't talk, she couldn't do this or that, and now look at her. She's giving speeches.
There's not a lot of people who can go through what she went through and not think about themselves, but think about what can I do? What can my experience do to help someone else, either through a process or keep from having that? And that's what's special about her.